here we are. I was actually just working on my second Doctor retrospective video, and then I remembered, oh wait, season 12 of Doctor Who starts. And like, okay, well, what's going on? I've been mostly out of the loop. I've been kind of burnt out on mainstream Doctor Who for a bit. I've kind of just been wasting time and money on Big Finish. Oh, I have thrown money at this anyway. So I thought, well, let's give it a shot. Let's go into season 12 with as much of a new perspective as we can. Let's start the new year off fresh with the exact same cast of people. And let's see what Spyfall is. Apparently this season is going to be a lot of two-parters. So I've been debating whether or not to do each episode or just come back and talk about both episodes in one video. But I figured, you know what? Let's just see what Spyfall is. Oh. Okay, this wasn't terrible. I didn't find myself rolling my eyes at much of it. It is actually a really solid story, I want to say. Something's going around attacking all these different intelligence agencies. MI6 decides to kidnap the Doctor's friends, or at least say, "Hey, we're coming in. We need you to come with us." And we get a little glimpse as to exactly what everyone's doing. It seems like Ryan's been at his job less and less, which is stupid. It really is, because I feel like it's not going to play a role in his character at all. Yaz is getting in trouble at work. Luckily, her boss is like, it is like he thinks she's like doing other top secret work, which I think is weird. It seems like in Sheffield, whenever we're there, we're gonna get little glimpses of what they're doing, but it doesn't feel like we're getting an actual progression of what they do, and I think that's been a mistake and a discredit. Graham, fortunately, seems to be doing just fine, health-wise. Like, the cancer's not back. It's doing fine. I do expect that either the end of this season or next season, we'll find out his cancer is back. And he will not tell anyone. He will make it a big secret, and that'll be the end of that. Like, either this season will end with that reveal, or Graham will probably die in the middle of it due to his cancer. Probably it. The Doctor seems mostly forgettable this episode. I think that's still a bit of a shame. Granted, there's a great reveal at the end, because I did not listen to anything about what was going on here, I got to be pleasantly surprised. And listen to any rumors, because Doctor Who rumors are usually not rumors. They're usually pretty accurate, which means, Cheers need to do what Stephen Moffat did for Day of the Doctor. Look, anyone spoils this, they're done at the BBC. They're done. I love that he said that. But in regards to the threat, these translucent light aliens that phase through matter and whatnot, they don't quite. They seem interesting. They do. They're here to take the universe, and they look great. Huge spheres of light. It almost reminds me of the Army of Ghosts story, how the Cybermen appeared before they fully materialized into our universe. But overall, there's not much to them. There's no standout one. It's not like the Sontarans. They're pretty much just the Silurians. Maybe one, except they stand out even less. In terms of this whole James Bond feel, it feels like it's there, but it doesn't matter. I mean, we brought Stephen Fry into this. Stephen Fry is finally in Doctor Who, and I felt, you know what? This is the one thing I'm going to be excited about. And he's just sort of there. He's not even an antagonist. He's not some really important guy. Maybe he'll be important later. But there's just nothing to him. There's just nothing. He's like, hey, I'm here. I'm shot. That's it. I make a joke that, I thought the Doctor was a man. Because, I've seen the files. 13 of them. Well, technically 12. I should know about the other one. But there is a file on him now because of the Day of the Doctor. So maybe they do know. And then she goes I had the upgrade. And people have been sort of complaining about this. But, Missy said the same thing to the Daleks. And I think my issue was always sort of I didn't like the idea that the Doctor would bother saying she's had an upgrade. I would say had a haircut. They had a busy Christmas. Busy Christmas year before. Something fun about that. Nothing really saying like, oh, it's an improvement. But then again, most incarnations of the Doctor do see their current body as an improvement over the other ones. But that's usually in the presence of other incarnations. But that's more of like a in character lore nitpick, which I don't really think matters towards the episode. I once made the claim that I made a claim to myself really, that this episode feels like a third Doctor story with a 10th Doctor character who looks like the second Doctor in terms of costume. And that might just because of like all my second Doctor work, researching him. It's not as impressive as it sounds. I just watched a bunch of episodes. But I don't know. Like, she feels like such an unimportant part of the story until the end. And the end is hilarious. But there was also a really great moment with Yaz that I feel should have been stretched out more. So Yaz at one point gets kidnapped. Everyone thinks she's killed by the aliens. And she's in this really weird area. And then when she comes back, she seems kind of distant, kind of nervous, like kind of jumpy. Like, she's been through a horrible ordeal, but she's not allowed to ruminate on it. We're not even allowed to ruminate on the idea that she may be dead. Ryan's all scared for all of 5 minutes. Then he calls the doctor to tell her what happened. He's like, "Oh no, she's right here. We'll come get you." There's no interaction between the two of them about that, and I think that's a bit sad. But this is a 2-part episode, and with the reveal, we're just gonna say it. O turned out to be the Master, and that was actually my favorite reveal because they already revealed John Sim as like, "Oh, John Sim's returning as the Master." Okay, well, I guess that's already been spoiled. We shouldn't have done that. Michelle Gomez, when she revealed herself to be the Master, people had already figured that out. They already thought about it with themselves. I was hoping the Ronnie because more new characters. I was personally hoping that O wasn't the Master, that he was actually a member of the Celestial Intervention Agency because beings from another universe have come in. Gallifrey should still be wanting to come back to their rightful place in time and space, but screw it. Maybe I just want to see Narvin again. Or actually, maybe I want to finally see Narvin. Because Big Finish. Adios. Overall, I'll admit it. This was a good episode. It was not a good Doctor episode. This almost feels like it was just sci-fi, but not Doctor Who. Which is sort of weird, and I haven't quite formulated my thoughts on that. But that's sort of how I feel about this. And this could have been an episode of Torchwood. This really could have. Replace the Doctor with Captain Jack. Captain Jack versus the Master. People would love that. Anyway, that's sort of it for my thoughts on this. What did you guys think? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Was there something I missed that you found interesting? Let me know in the comment section. Check out some other videos, and I will catch you all later. This is Debugger Think Tank signing off. Thanks for watching. As always, may your fandom serve you well.